Well, this Thanksgiving, most families are going to be celebrating differently than they have in years past. In some cases, not celebrating at all, which can really take a toll on our mental health. Dr. Mallika is back now with some tips on how to make ourselves feel a little bit better, doctor, during this unusual holiday time. The first thing you say is manage your expectations. What do you mean by that?
Right, so you're just going to have to make peace with the fact that this Thanksgiving is not going to be the same as prior Thanksgivings, and look at the positives. For example, I usually have to cook for 15 people. This year, I only have to cook for 5. So that means less cleanup and less stress and less work. I mean, you may not care what I'm doing in my family, but hopefully you can take some lessons from that. And so, you know, other things you can try is to maybe try a new dish. I know some people are really going to miss their Thanksgiving and all the food and the fixing, so they say, forget it this year. We're going to have Chinese takeout or we're going to do Mexican food instead. So change it up, come up with some positive ideas, and just make the best of it.
All right. And if you can't be with your friends, your family, if you can't be in person with them, you say it's important to stay connected. How, though?
That's right. So even if you can't be in someone's home for Thanksgiving, that doesn't mean that you can't be connected to them. So you can send texts and emails and phone calls. You can do video conferencing. So again, for example, with my family, we're scattered all over the United States. So we're going to Zoom during the cooking and during the eating, and we're actually going to play some online games afterwards. So even though you may be alone, you don't need to feel lonely. I'm trying, doctor. I'm trying to be here with you, but the Zoom thing, I'm so over Zoom at this point. Sorry. I needed to say that out loud. Oh, it's fun. If it's work-related, not so much fun. But if it's your friends and family, come on, David. It's fun. Play games.
Good point. And you say eat healthy. Seems unreasonable during Thanksgiving to eat healthy.
Right. Well, of course, you should indulge on Thanksgiving Day because that's what it's for. But on these days leading up to Thursday and certainly the days afterwards, you should try to eat healthy because we know that eating healthy can actually boost your mood and make you feel better about yourself. The other thing is try to avoid drinking too much alcohol because alcohol is a depressant. So the more you drink, the lousier you're going to feel in the long run.
All right, I can see that. And exercise, I think that definitely can help, right?
Absolutely. So we know that exercise can boost your mood. It can also boost your immune system. So if you were to get a cold or the flu or the coronavirus, you're going to have a better chance of fending it off. The other thing is try to get out in nature because we know that being around nature can elevate your mood. So even if you can't do intense workouts, go for a walk in the neighborhood, breathe in some fresh air, and that's going to make you feel better.
All right. And finally, doctor, you say get a lot of sleep around Thanksgiving.
That's right. So we know that when you're sleep deprived, you tend to be more irritable and more glum. And when you're well rested, you certainly can deal with disappointments and with challenges a little bit easier. So as hard as it may sound, try to get as much rest as you can over the holiday season, and that will brighten your spirits as well.
All right. I'm not going to lie. 2 of the words that you said, I'm feeling both of them. Irritable and glum. It's how I'm feeling these days.
That's doctor, you at baseline, David. Gosh.
You know what? You always make me smile. Doctor, thank you so much. Appreciate the advice. See you soon.
You're welcome.